Clouds TV, empowering lives.
Right now, there are several candidates that Kenyans feel that they would offer a good presidency. That is the Maraga and Omutata camp. The duo have been, people have been talking about them like they would make a very powerful force in 2027. Are they able?
It is like, this is a proverbial, what do you call it? Proverbial what? Something that is good but does not exist. In Kenya, if the same trend needed 2 years of money, we have avoided. We had a Maura when we had two antagonist people, that's Raila and Ruto. We had a neutral person who was a Christian, in any case was a pastor. Why didn't we go for a pastor, but we went for a muganga and a thief? We left a pastor behind. Again, we have had these stories. Mwite was a good candidate, but it never came to pass. We have had so many people who are good, but the trend does not allow them to become because of how do we look at the politics. So Umutata is as good as a person who is only there to make noises for us, go to courts for us, but not us give him a thank you.
So at the end of the day, Kenyans would prefer voting
a thief than voting a Maraga
and Omutata. That is how they
is Kenya for you. And then after they vote, then they will go for Omutata, help us here.
So, in as much as Omutata and Maraga are trying their best, do you think they
I'm sure if they were go to the ballot box, they will not garner beyond 200,000 votes. They will not make it. And here there is a thief who will get millions. Where is a murderer who will get millions?
Where?
But that clean man, we are not. Kenya is not yet ready.
Now, what if they decide to campaign the way Kibaki did? Because
we must have one crook with the name of Raila who will come and say Kibaki tosha. Otherwise, Kibaki couldn't have been. Hangefanyika.
So, in as much as Omutata and Maraga are clean, they must have a crook.
They have people who have established themselves in this country as the godfathers of the nation. So, not until they approve you, they can't give it to you. That is why I say Kenyans must rise up like the Burkinabes and them create the agenda of the nation and make sure they have overthrown the systems that are existing, because Ruto and Uhuru and Raila are one and the same. It's only that they wore different t-shirts. So what we need is a Burkinabe thing, a Burkinabe moment, where people will make a decision and say no. Then they will raise their own, put him in office, guard him, and make him overturn everything. That is the time Kenya will start becoming free. And I'm looking at that sign. It's coming.
So, do you know you are actually heartbreaking lots of Omutata's followers when you tell them that he can't be in the presidency, either deputy or the president.
Even his own clan will say, "Bado hujatosha." His own clan people.
His own clan will vote for somebody.
Suppose a person, because they tell him, "Simama kiti ya governor kwanza."
Aye.
Because he's a senator, they will ask him to be a governor first.
So
Maraga will be told to vie for a political seat, a member of parliament first, or an MCA. That's what the Kisis will tell him. Right now, if he opens a mouth in Kisii, he will be banned. Now, the person they know is Matiani. That's the unfortunate thing. And they will be called a spoiler.
That request has been made. I am discussing with various stakeholders. I will make a final decision, and when the time comes, we will say whether or not we are going through that. You know, when it comes to elective position, whoever seeks that elective position should understand or understands that he can make a contribution, and it is because of that confidence that one can make a decision whether or not he can serve. I have served before in government. I was head of one arm of government. There is no magic about being a head of another arm of government. There are major problems in this country. The main one is corruption. Is corruption, budgeted corruption, and an institutional corruption that is not being attended at, effectively. And as a result, the country is not able to have enough resources to deal with the issues that are there. That's the major issue. And of course, there are many others like impunity. People disobeying court orders, some disobeying law without any action being taken against them. Those are the issues that need to be attended. So I can't advise him, but what is going on in the country, my view would be, it would be good if he listened to the public to know what they are complaining about, what they are crying over. There are so many issues that are there. The Shashi issue is a problem that is facing Kenyans, which we was not being, which was not as serious as it is. You know, sickness cannot wait. Some of the things that need to be addressed urgently.
So, okay, you as an, let's say you are their advisor. You want to be the president,
Yeah.
do ABCD, and you'll be okay. You become the president.
No, for me, what I'll tell them, to go back, Mutata is good in mobilizing people for a cause. Maraga is also good in the statements that he made. He said about the irregularities and the illegalities, and everybody was happy with him. That he was somebody who cannot be bribed, somebody who cannot be bent. That one did work for him well. So if I were them, I will begin a movement for a civic education kind of a movement, like Obama did. You know, Obama, when we said yes we can, the yes we can was a movement he had created from the civic ground all the way from down. He had created a big network in the country of yes we can. Those are the people that really campaigned for him, worked for him, because something had been put in strategic positions for these things to happen. So the right-minded people like Omutata, Maraga, and many others, and we can join up hands and now educate people. Why do we need a new president? Do we need a new president, or do we need just, because are we bringing another
Recycled.
Are we recycling? Are we back to square one? Are we going back to where huyo mwizi ndio tunataka? Then once mwizi starts stealing, unaanza kusema hapana, tupatie Matiang'i atutolee huyu mwizi. Then you bring na baba ulikuwa umeambia Matiang'i ni muuaji. Sasa nasema huyo muuaji ndio tunataka atuulie huyu mwizi. Then you find yourself in another crisis. Then you get another person to come and remove Matiang'i. And then that person, because of emotional, Kenyans, we are emotional. We do things emotionally.
Kenyans vote out of emotion.
Yeah, it's out of emotion, not what they know. They don't know anything.
Actually, that's what they did. They did during Uhuru Ruto's time.
Yeah, it was emotional. We were incited. We emotionally incited. And we made things work emotionally. And that is what happens. The Matiba days, it was emotional. The Kibaki days, it was emotional. Kibaki Tosha, it was emotional. No, we have never elected people consciously.
Or rather because of, their resume.
The track record. We have never. We have never. It is emotional. Look at what Ruto did to us. He went to church and started crying in churches. And Kenyans are Christian, and they are sympathetic to a Christian person. And this man was clever. He went to Wairimu's church and he cried helplessly. And everybody said, wow, this man is very humble.
Anapigwa vita sana.
Amepigwa vita mpaka God has humbled him. That's the Kikuyu I say. God has humbled him. Oh, look, wow, look at this gentleman. So God can change. He knew the trick. He knew how to make people look at him and see.
He used sympathy.
Yeah, he used sympathy.
Apostle, sasa tukimalizia ujumbe wote kwa your followers and you know those who have been watching you.
Yeah, when I want to let me just, I don't know whether this you're going to put it towards the end or the beginning, that interpretation of a prophetic message sometimes will not come the way you want. The prophetic message is like when I told you, it is a Djibouti guy that's gonna win, not Raila. And then there was no existence of a Djibouti guy. We waited until it manifested. Saying that by April, the quarter of the first year, meaning that this will happen, it might not happen the way you want to look at it from your eyes. It can happen spiritually in a manner that if somebody comes and explains to you, you see it happened. When Raila signed an MOU, he became the president, de facto. Ruto moved. Have you seen Raila and Ruto walking? It is Raila who walks on the carpet, not Ruto. Have you noticed that?
Not yet.
Just go, you look at it. Just scroll it. You'll find it. There's a way. The last time when they were together, where were they together? In Kisumu.
Yeah, in Kisumu.
Look, let's just look at it. You see, it's Raila who was walking on the carpet. Ruto was outside the carpet. Are you seeing that sense? Yeah. Things they happen, and they will just come to realize these things happened. Already Ruto is not in power. Already Ruto is not a president of the Republic of Kenya. It is only because of protocols he's being called the president. But the actual president, right now as you are talking, is Raila. That is why he's summoning envoys to his office. The Israeli envoy, they are going there. The Chinese envoys are going there to his office because that is another state house. Upper Hill.
Wow.
That's another state house. It is working, and it has worked for Raila.
Wow. Any further message maybe to you know?
No, for me, I want to end it there, but I want to tell you these people, the good people of God, when you have something and you feel that I did not say it the way it's supposed to be done, just be positive in rectifying or helping us. We are not supernatural people. We are human beings. And sometimes we say things, my English is not very fluent. It is a struggling English. So sometimes I'll say things that are out kidogo. Don't kill me. I'm just like you. I'm just giving my opinion. And if you feel that my opinion is not good, this guy has a number, call him. And give your opinion there. He's not a tribalist. He's a good Kenyan who loves everything. That is why he has a YouTube page for you. Otherwise, he could have gone to his native land and created a YouTube for the native lands people. He is for you, for us all. So when you have something that is positive you want to discuss, wacha kutukana Ndura, wacha kutukana huyo mwingine. Just be positive. We need to help one another to grow and to become. Thank you.
Asante.
Bethel Clouds TV, empowering lives.